Hello, beautiful people out there. Welcome to another lovely episode of Trending Realities with OC. And today's episode is promised to be fun because I have a special guest with me. And we're going to be looking at a lot of questions to actually put you through most of those things you don't know about. So I'll keep that a secret, okay? So just relax. I'll be back in a jiffy. Welcome back. Like I told you, I have a special guest with me, and she goes by the name Miss Awoliyi. She's the CEO of Coco Afrique. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I've actually been looking forward to this episode.
Fabulous. Thank you. So have I.
Yeah, because I have a lot I would like to get out from you.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't we go like this? Miss Awoliyi, how do you actually break down this name? I mean, I really want the viewers out there to get to know you better.
So how do I break down the name?
From your own angle.
So I'm a Nigerian.
Okay.
From Ondo State. From Awoliyi. Within Ondo State. So I'm truly Nigerian.
Okay. I'm proudly Nigerian.
I'm proudly Nigerian, yes.
Okay. That's brief, but at the same time, it's okay for us to do it. Okay, I want to actually delve into this topic that has been bothering me for a long time.
Okay.
I want to look at gender equality as a topic, but I have questions. Things that can really propel this topic to make our viewers really get to understand what we are talking about.
Okay.
So, from your own angle, I'd like to look at how do you create empowerment for women in this era of democratic awakening?
Well, obviously women are very powerful. First of all, I'll say that, because everyone's got a mother. So I hope you can associate the fact that women in Africa are very, very powerful and very organized from even the home setting. And when we take that out even to the workforce, they take exactly that same role, which is a powerful woman. And the only way you can make people even more powerful is to ensure they are educated to a good standard. So the basic education, so your maths, your English, just so that they understand, arithmetics, they can trade. That for me, I think, and looking at sales being one of the oldest professions, looking at trade by barter and stuff like that. I mean, now we use obviously currency, we're using cashless systems, and looking at the fact that Nigeria has been catapulted from a cash system to a cashless system. People that have not caught up are finding it difficult. So in terms of training those kind of women, in terms of being able to use cashless systems, use the internet, use all sorts of kind of modern era advanced technology, I think that's what a lot of women have to do at the moment. Just kind of train them.
Okay, then I think that will drive me to my next question. I'm enjoying this. Okay, then from your own view, how do we emancipate female Nigerians from stagnancy?
It all boils down to the same thing. I mean, in order for something not to be stagnant, it has to keep moving, right? So if you don't want something to be stagnant, you need to either look for something that is like a driving force, that will push it to make it, kind of keep moving, developing itself, make it kind of almost, a flowing stream. So the woman will have to be a person that can be engineered into ensuring she is a better person. So we have to kind of make our women, even if it's free courses, short courses, whatever it is that we can do, or the government can do, or even people that have the power and the knowledge within the community can do. So all get out to kind of train people or give them that free space in their training classes. So for example, if you're holding a training class in your company, you can make it available to maybe 3-4 other women within the local community that probably cannot afford it. So just kind of like, give that helping hand to like one or two other people. I think that will be very good. So kind of like a social enterprise, kind of making sure women are helped in that form.
Which means that we have factors actually that's stopping these women from being advanced. So this will make me ask this question: what are then the key factors that you can see impeding the advancement of women in the society?
Okay, so in the society, I would say the first one probably be availability of the opportunities. Okay. Right? So if we've got that availability of opportunities, I'm sure people will grab it. Then the knowledge to understand that opportunity is available. So I might say the availability, but at the same time, are the opportunities can they be aware of the opportunities? So if they don't have the information that these opportunities are available to them, how will they actually go to those, events or training sessions? So we need to ensure that they also know that it exists. The other factors that childbearing, that might delay things for women in terms of education, in terms of women might actually be more successful at a later age because they first have their kids, they chase that part of their life, and then later on in life then start changing career. But even looking at the Nigerian scene at the moment, a lot of women it's kind of shifting. It's not how it used to be. A lot of women, young entrepreneurs, are springing up, and a lot of women are chasing careers, are kind of chasing entrepreneurship, and trying to empower themselves in various forms.
I think viewers out there, we actually just getting started. Okay, I'm getting to be in a different vibe right now because it's taking over me. Okay, so just relax. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we're going to hear more from Miss Awoliyi. Please don't go nowhere.
I think gender equality is the equal right and opportunity given to males as well as females. We live in a world where the males are they are favored and they're given more opportunities than the ladies. Why? Because we look down on the ladies and we feel they can't do some of the things that we men can do. So I think gender equality should be something that we should take really seriously in this country. We should let people know that women can also do things, they can do stuff.
My own view of gender equality is having an unequal treatment and not discrimination against any in the basis of gender equality. So creating an avenue for everybody, irrespective of the gender, to strive. That is my own point of view of gender equality.
Gender equality can also be known as sex equality. It's a process whereby both boys, girls, male, woman and man are treated the same way, are given the same treatment. In this society today, some people see men doing the more work than more female, which is meant to be equal. We all have the same rights.
It's a situation where there's no discrimination between a male and female, where both man and woman are treated equally. They are given the same opportunity. They are given the same right in the government, whether in the political aspect or in the market or in the workplace.
Talking about gender equality simply means giving a male and female the same right in the society. In the society today, especially where we are, discovered that men are given more priority than female. But as we need to do what is going on today, we have to do everything equally, because what man can do, we discovered that in the world today, the female are even doing better. So everything should be equal.
and we are still talking. I believe you actually get the things out of what we're saying because that's the essence of sitting down here. So I would like to go straight to the next question. Okay, what actions do you think can be taken by women in order to break loose from situational backwardness?
Okay, so in anything in life, to break loose from either being stagnant or not moving forward, there are three things you need to do, which is to prioritize yourself, plan yourself, and then position yourself. So in order not to be stagnant or be set back in terms of ensuring you achieve your goals in life, I think in general you need to be able to prioritize yourself, plan yourself, and then position yourself somewhere. So in terms of prioritizing yourself, it's just making sure you have a good set plan for your future goals. So it could be a 2-year plan, it could be a 1-year plan, and you try and kind of understand that you're meeting these plans, and also making sure that, okay, for the next 2 years I won't have a child, I am going to plan myself in terms of family planning, I'm going to, so whatever your situation is, you know it best to yourself, and then you plan yourself. So you set yourself that target and that goal. Okay, I'm going to go to university by this date, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to go and train myself, whatever it is that makes it easier for you. If it's hairdressing, you know, you go to the school, whatever it is that will empower you. And then you position yourself. So then you say to yourself, okay, where do I want to be? Who are my target audience? How do I do this? And just try to position yourself in the market, basically. And I think on your goals or your steps to doing this, you will find that you will be moving forward rather than moving backwards. You're moving forward, you're getting somewhere with it. So, yeah.
I think that's deep enough to understand. So I have this next question.
Okay.
Sounds funny though, but I think it's something everybody wants to relate with. So how do we encourage maximum support and participation by women in decision making?
To support women, all they need is empowerment. And apart from empowerment could mean the government or the local, you know, establishments creating policies that ensure that a percentage of women are employed within the organization, and given the fair chance to be able to prove themselves in roles, and send them out on training courses, so there's a lot of things that can be done, but I think it's down to the individual that has the organization, or the company that within their reach, basically.
Okay, and it keeps expanding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I will ask, what strategies do you think we can put in place for the advancement of women in a developing country, just such as Nigeria?
So like what I mentioned before, policies.
Okay.
So policies could be put in place for ladies or women of a certain age, to help them and say, okay, if you're from this age to this age, let's catch them early. They're young, coming out of school, they don't know where they're going to go, they don't want to go to uni, or they can't afford to go to university. So there could be apprenticeships, that are set in place. So not saying a woman can't weld or a woman can't do X or Y. A woman can do anything if she's trained to do it. So as they come out of secondary school, they can join apprenticeship schemes within the government, within local organizations. So not saying because she's a woman she can't do a man's job or she can't do certain things, but I mean, if the woman is willing to do it, give her a try.
Okay, give her a try. And in giving her a try, I'd like to go on a short break. So when I'm back, we're going to dig deep, okay? So don't go anywhere. guest, Ms. Anna Awoliyi. I would like to go deeper. How do you even relax? What makes you feel different from the normal Nigerian woman?
Okay, well, relaxing is one thing that everyone should try to do.
Okay.
I mean, I do try my best to, but if I'm not answering the phone or replying to emails, it's ongoing. You really don't get that much time. But when you do get that time, I think I try to play hard. So I do go out and play hard as much as I can. So
musically?
Yeah, music is good. Bars, restaurants, whatever is available that's happening in Lagos, I'll try and get myself out there.
Okay, and you love the movies too?
Oh yeah, that's another good way of relaxing.
Okay, you're a CEO.
Yeah.
What role has being a CEO be able to play in your own way, like trying to differentiate you now from the main world? How did you put all that together?
I just think is your individual training, probably as a child, being able to believe in yourself, and as parents encourage their children. My parent encouraged me, and being from a background that I've come from, there's quite a few entrepreneurs within my family, and I've just kind of taken suit basically.
And what's Cocoa Afrique all about?
Well, we are a luxury brand, and we make perfumes, bags, and other luxury items for both male and female. We're going to be looking at doing makeup in the near future, and a whole lot of different luxury goods for Nigerian market and the international market.
Well, yeah. I'm bringing you back right now. Okay. So, how do you incorporate gender perspective in policy making?
I think it should be a 50-50 thing. Okay? We're now in that era that women are just as educated, as male counterparts. And if you're going to write a policy, don't just have, 100 people that are male writing that policy. It would be good to have 50 male, 50 female. That so the perspectives from either side can actually be, put into kind of that policy writing or that policy making. So that it's from both angles basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still believe you're very, very right, because it takes two to tango. So
yeah, it's 50-50, right?
It's 50-50.
So if it's 50-50, let it be 50-50 on that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then I'll quickly chip in my last question for you.
Okay.
Okay. How do you think we can adopt a gender inclusive approach in the implementation of development?
It's just the same thing as I said before. It's just ensuring that the people that are in charge of policies or policy writing within the organizations or institutions, whether higher, lower institutions, wherever it is, ensure that you've got opinions from both sides.
Okay.
So obviously our male counterparts have different beliefs, understandings of how they would want certain things.
Yeah.
The female counterpart also has their own beliefs and understanding on how they want something. So if you have both parties together, equally sitting down to decide, then I think that makes it a lot easier, to make sure that it was made by both parties.
Can I ask for any last words?
Your 3 Ps. So your 3 Ps would be to prioritize,
Okay.
to plan, and to position yourself.
Okay. And on that note, like I will always say, you are thinking Nigerian, so stay positive, avoid crime, do what is right, try your best to love your neighbor as yourself, and please don't take what is not yours, okay? So stay good, stay healthy, and until next time, I will be seeing you, because I will still remain OC, and this is still trending realities. So bye for now.